Welcome back everyone, and in today's video I will teach you how to make a bridge in Roblox Studio. So there will be a few parts and after touching them they will disappear. So this is what I will show you in this video. So enough talking, let's dive in. So as you can see, I made this kind of map. It has like lava, two little mountains and the bridge itself. But the map doesn't matter at all. I just made it to, make it look much better. But the thing what matters is these parts. So we're gonna work only with them. So as you can see, these are regular parts which are located in parts folder, and this folder is in the workspace. So this is what matters the most. So, and I'll show you how to make them disappear once you touch them. Let's create a script in server-script service. And here I will get all these parts by writing local parts equals to workspace.parts. Now we should loop through all these parts. So we're gonna use iPairs loop. So we will write for underscore comma part in iPairs parts get children. So now we have access to each part. And make sure that this folder doesn't contain anything except for parts. So now we should detect when we touch the part. So part.touched double dot connect function. And now let's start simple and just test it with transparency equals to 1. So like part transparency equals to 1. And now let's run the test. And yeah, as you can see, they disappear, but we don't fall, because I forgot to put part CanCollide equals to false. So let's see. So that's how it works right now. Let's bring these parts back after, let's say, 3 seconds. So we write task.wait 3 seconds, and then we set the part transparency to 0 and part CanCollide to true. Okay, I think 3 seconds already passed, and as you can see, the part is regenerated. I will also set the respawn time for players service to 0 in order for me to respawn much faster and not wait 3 seconds. But let's make a little test by, like debugging or something, call it whatever you want. So I'll write print touched every time we touch the part. And now if you run the test once again and touch the part, as you can see, we touched it 25 times, which is bad, so we 25 times have set the transparency to 1, CanCollide to false, and we 25 times waited for 3 seconds simultaneously, but it's just not the way how we should make it. So 100% we should implement the debounce. So we're gonna write local debounce equals to a blank table, and before doing anything we should check if the part is in the debounce. So we write if debounce part, then we're gonna return end. But if it's not, then we're gonna continue execute this code, and the first thing we should do is to set the debounce to true, and after waiting for 3 seconds we're gonna set the debounce to nil. Now if you run the test once again, press the part, and as you can see, we touched it once. So this is how it should work. So now let's remove the print and improve the process of disappearing the part. So we're gonna implement a new loop. So we're gonna set for I equals to 1, 0, negative 0.1 do. And we're gonna wait for 0.1 seconds, and each time we're gonna set the transparency to I, and after the loop finishes its work we're gonna set the part CanCollide to false, and then wait 3 seconds and regenerate the part itself. So let's run the test. Okay, I made some mistake actually. We should write, I made it super complex. So I equals to 0, 1, and then we're gonna write positive 0.1. Okay, so these parts are disappearing like so, and then regenerating after 3 seconds. If you want to make the animation more smoother, then use twin service or replace the 0.1 to 0.01 number, I don't know how to call it, it's not seconds, and do as well for the waiting. And now let's see what happens. So as you can see, it works much more cleaner. So basically that's it. Thanks for watching. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, join our Discord community server to get all the materials from these videos, and yep, see you in the next tutorial. Bye.